The recently facelifted Seat Leon ST 300 Cupra. Like the regular Leon 300 Cupra, this version's got 10 bhp more than the old model, alongside a small increase in torque. Inside, you'll find the same interior updates as the rest of the Leon range, which means a brand new touchscreen infotainment system borrowed from the latest Golf and various blink and you'll miss them tweaks to the exterior styling, too. Plus, for this car, there's 4-wheel drive and a DSG gearbox. That 4-wheel drive element is important because this is the only such Cupra you can get in this country. There aren't any plans to offer the regular Leon Cupra hatchback with 4-wheel drive, and even Seat says the Leon ST 4-drive Cupra is aimed more towards the snow-capped mountains of northern Europe than the soggy B-roads of Britain. It's a toe-in-the-water moment, then, and while we were impressed when we tried the new Leon 300 Cupra abroad recently, this is our first time to try the car in a state form and with 4-wheel drive in the UK. Should the Golf R estate be quaking in its wheel arches? The 6-speed DSG transmission makes best use of the engine's reserves, although it can be jerky at lower speeds, the same problem we've found in the Golf R, in fact. Take control using the wheel-mounted paddles and you can manage things yourself, but the paddles themselves feel a little too small to be used all the time. Best to leave the DSG to its own devices for most journeys, where its smooth shifting nature helps the Leon ST Cupra to feel relaxing on the motorway. One big improvement with this car is cornering. Where the old Leon ST Cupra felt fidgety through bends and would easily be left spinning its wheels at the exit, the new 4-wheel drive system reins things in nicely. Get to the end of the corner and apply your right foot, and there's instant shove rather than a blinking traction control light. Of course, under most circumstances, the 4-wheel drive system will hardly be used, but it does add to the excitement of driving the Leon ST Cupra over short bursts, and helps to give drivers the confidence to push the car harder. The steering is much the same as before, and that's no bad thing. It's nicely weighted, light at lower speeds to aid maneuvering but firmer once you're on the move. It's wonderfully accurate, too, allowing you to place the car exactly where you want. This updated Leon ST Cupra is even better to drive, then, but what of the interior? Well, the big change is a new touchscreen infotainment system. There's only one rotary dial now, for controlling the volume, and just 2 buttons, one to return to the system's home screen and the other to connect your phone using Seat's full link service. Sadly, while the graphics are pretty good by class standards and the menu's intuitive, the system is just too dim-witted to be used much on the move. On paper, the ability to pinch and swipe like you would on a smartphone sounds excellent, but in practice, you're left jabbing at icons and menus, which quickly becomes frustrating. Just as we found on the latest Golf, the system is counterintuitive, and a second rotary dial controller would be welcome.